Salutations, friends. 'Tis I, said Stevie, and today taking a closer look at the ZT-0990. This is a knife that was provided to me by Blade Ops to check out as a part of their affiliate program. I pick knives from their website. They send them to me to take a closer peek at. I let you guys know what I think about them. I leave a link in the description that is an affiliate link. If you click on that link and purchase this knife or any knives using that link, get a little taste of the action, help support the channel, and then when I'm done, I send them back. Uh, this is going to be a fairly quick video. Don't have a lot to say about this knife. It comes in the ZT box. That's pretty much it. There's some bubble wrap in here and some warranty information. It's just wrapped up in a bubble package. No pouch, no stickers or anything. Very minimal on the box there. Specs wise, we are looking at a 3.25 inch 20 CV kind of a spear point blade there with a groove in the blade. Full flat ground. Dope looking blade though. T8 all around. You have this carbon fiber skeletonized steel frame. Nice. I do like the way they did the backspacer on this. I think that's actually pretty dope. I like the way it does say ZT on there, and it does have a really good loop over pocket clip that is reversible. I'd wish that they would use flush fitting screws on there. This is pretty good in and out of pocket. I do feel a little bit of a hang up when you hit those screws, but it goes pretty well. And then you see their carbon fiber, which I think ZT does a really, really good job on their carbon fiber. You see the maker's mark there, which I forget who the designer is. I apologize on that. And then you see the Kai USA 20 CV blade stamp on the clip side here. This is rating on ball bearings. I should say lockup is good to go. This is an inset liner lock, very easy to disengage. I got no problems with that there. Very smooth action. It came completely centered. This blade is extremely sharp. I'm not going to bother doing any cutting. Trust to know that this 20 CV blade is really good to go. Flipper for deployment. Detent is a little light. You can absolutely fail this. I mean, not even trying. If you don't give it all the gas, you're going to fail it. And the flipper tab is definitely pretty pokey. It's kind of comes to a point there, and you can feel it. I think that this should have a flat face on it, or even rounded, in my opinion, to give it just a little better experience. Yeah, if you're coming over the top every time and you hit that jimping there, it's not as bad. But that's not where I think naturally your finger's going to land. So I think that's a little bit of a design flaw there, is that this flipper tab should have been designed a little differently. But if you do give it some gas, it does definitely snap out. This hole in the blade, it's just for show. It's not usable at all. I can't really consistently flick this open. I have to really kind of wedge my finger in there, and then, then I can do it. But it's not, you can't really catch it. You have to purposely try to do it, and that doesn't seem very, practical. And then I guess you can definitely slow roll it. Maybe that's what it's for. But even then, you have to really try to get it and, put a lot of pressure on there, and it's still a little inconsistent. So this ends up really being a flipper only. And, I'm not real crazy about this flipper. Ergos, though. Ergos, as is, like this, really actually good to go. My thumb lands naturally on that into that position there, and no jimping, but it does lock in. No hot spots whatsoever. Ergos are good. There's no choking up really. I suppose you can ride up into this flat spot, but then you do have the kind of the heel, the point of the blade there. It does have a sharpening choil cut in, but no real usable choil. You could, if you needed to, choke up into there. It's not too bad, but you do risk kind of cutting yourself. But back here, yeah, you do feel a little bit of that. Uh, whatchamacallit, flipper tab right there. Not horrible though. Now, depending on how you end up using the knife, it could end up digging into you. You can see it's already kind of given me an imprint. So again, if that flipper tab was just knocked down or rounded, I think it would improve the ergos on this and not create such a hot spot. But I mean, for the most part, I think that you're good to go. You don't feel the pocket clip really. Um, but yeah. So all that being said, again, made in the United States, 20 CV, well done carbon fiber. This thing is light the way it's skeletonized. Um, it's it's got a couple design flaws in my opinion, but it's not a horrible knife. I've definitely had worse. I wanted to like this knife a lot more than I do because aesthetically, I love it. Um, it is on the pricey side. This is going for 265, or excuse me, $252 on Blade Ops, and that's pretty much the MSRP, the going rate for this on even on other sites. So this knife is definitely not for me. I don't know if I talked about that. It does have good close action, little shake shut in its home. Um, Again, decent knife. It's just not for me, and I really wanted it to be. This is a knife that when I saw it on Blade Ops, it's like, man, if I like this, I'm gonna buy it for sure. Um, and I've just decided that it's definitely not for me. If it's maybe if aesthetics it tickles your fancy, and maybe if you have smaller hands, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Again, good construction. My biggest gripe is with the flipper tab there, and then that the slot. Other than that, though, I it's not a bad knife. It's just not. It's not for said Stevie. So that's really all I got for you. Again, if it's something that you're interested in, the link will be in the description. But I'm curious to know what you guys think about it. Uh, but that's all I got for you. Shout out to Blade Ops for letting me check this out. And yeah, that's all I got. Until the next one, I bid you mofos adeuces.